Let me get my thing closer. Let me check my stuff. Oh, is your wine open?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Telling me a warning. Just making sure.
Because I'm a classy woman. I drink from the bottle.
What are you drinking? Tell our viewers what you're drinking.
Chardonnay, California.
Is it really?
That's what it says.
2014, ladies and gentlemen.
It was a good year.
Was it though? See Mondavi and Family Special Selection Vin Vista. It smells like wine.
Very astute of you.
Oh my gosh, shush, I don't drink wine. Okay. You have eyes on that. If anyone says anything, I'll let you know if I see anything. But are you ready?
It says kill yourselves. We're not to that part of the game yet.
Christian, focus.
I am focusing.
Alright, you ready to begin?
Seriously, what is up with events in the school? Like, skirts just flying everywhere.
I don't know, but while I was trying to find a picture for a little caption, I might have seen something.
Oh no.
And now I can't, like, not see.
No spoilers.
I didn't mean to!
I have purposely ignored everything.
Okay, so...
Okay.
Okay, so that was before the poem.
Yeah, we've written our poem. We almost got all the words for...
Yuri.
Yuri.
Yuri is her name. Alright, so we're...
On ice.
Oh my gosh!
And,
so we're aiming for Yuri.
Yeah, we're aiming for Yuri because she seems like the craziest.
Okay, so let's...
And that's just our type.
To fast forward through text you've already read. Oh! Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
But... Yeah. Alright.
Oh.
Monica!
Hi again, Meep. Glad to see that you... glad to see you didn't run away on us. I'm still trying to get into the...
Don't worry. Oh, nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yuri.
Thanks for keeping the promise, Meep. I hope it wasn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
I wish you could just call this dumb.
Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, that's right. I gotta be fucking. Let's see. Okay.
Remember, lumpy space.
Lumpy space. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sorry, Tommy, you didn't even want to join this club this year. I'm last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here or hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I'm trying to, like, fucking...
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Is it manga or manga?
Manga.
I'm allowed to ask. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Maybe it is manga. Monica.
Yeah. Monica.
Oh, manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I relate that, like, to, oh god. I relate to that statement, by the way, way too closely. Don't worry, guys! Meep always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking.
Sorry, I put it on.
It's almost as if he thinks I'm incapable of doing normal things.
No, I'm just putting it on my head.
Like cooking, cleaning, my room.
I'm putting it on my headband!
I'm in character, shut up! It's not about you! How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. Her eyes are closed. Open them up. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh my god. Is that so cute? It's so cute and tiny. You're getting better. You're getting better.
Well, there's different situations. Oh god, that is not her voice. Sorry, I had a weird cough. But you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and me can become good friends too!
Sorry! sure. Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy.
I get it.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
I hate that so much.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess this means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here. It's my fanfiction.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Oh my god, he's chuckling so hard to himself.
I'm imagining it. It's like My Little Pony fanfic.
Clip clop, clippity clop.
I didn't want you to feel left out.
So you wrote me MLP fanfic?
And they murdered each other at the end. It's great.
That's the cupcake one.
It's like if you got My Little Pony and the happy forest critters from South Park together.
Or just happy tree friends.
Oh yeah, that. Oh god. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
I feel like she's calling this dumb.
Or maybe she's trying. I'm just trying. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
Oh, really?
I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities.
I'm not letting that go.
Okay, well you're gonna keep reminding me then.
Monica.
But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting me from a reading. What's that sound?
That's your cleaning robot.
No, he's right there.
Then I have no idea.
The fuck is that?
So apparently your room is haunted.
Wait, where's the baby monitor?
It's in our room.
Why does it sound like there's a baby monitor under my bed then?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, so that was you. Sorry. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Meet my eyes, Christian! I said for a second! It's a split second!
And then...
That was really intense, dude!
Just... silence, okay.
Yeah, just silence. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this scene, I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. It's fine, honestly. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, other than the fact that I want to bone you.
Okay.
I think you're sexy.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear.
Why are you whispering?
Because seems to me the person who would kind of talk low.
Oh, whisper
In a
talk?
weird voice.
Okay.
And I don't have a lot of range when it comes to female voices.
So you're whispering?
So I'm whispering to change.
Okay, go whisper. I'm sorry.
Thank you for pointing out my flaws.
Oh no! No, dear baby.
Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a reliable story. Relatable. Sorry. I'm just thinking about other things.
Okay. Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Wait, why? The book is titled Portrait of Markov? Markov?
No, Markov.
Markov? Okay. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
She's kind of spoiling the book. That's kind of dark, isn't it?
It's also called foreshadowing.
Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark churn came from nowhere. Laugh, Yuri. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Meep?
No, it's not that.
Oh, baby, just wait until you read our poem.
I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life in a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy on what they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I?
You went from whisper to you, like you went from whisper and you just started talking.
Because it's really hard to keep up with this voice sometimes.
I know. Drink your wine.
But again, not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
But I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I'm glad we're doing her first, because oh my god, that way it'll fucking help you later. So you have to whisper, whisper, whisper.
Whisper, whisper.
Whisper, whisper. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
Fuck. Ah, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
You sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
So sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy.
Okay, this is almost like a touching dating sim moment if I didn't, like, but I know fucked up shit's gonna happen.
I'm waiting for it. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. So like, you're me and I'm you. So instead of doing fucking this bullshit.
So now I'm kind of like...
Okay. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Oh my god. Ah! The scene changed! No, it's cute!
Time to fangirl just a little bit!
I want to save just...
No, I'm kind of in it too.
I want to save, it's so cute. Yay. Alright, take me back.
We can save to that moment of innocence before everything goes awry.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. She's got like the whole book. I'm like barely holding on to the corner.
I know, it's like we're so far away.
I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
What a weird question.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I'm not looking at you. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay.
Oh, she's smiling.
Oh, it's so sweet.
It is.
You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer.
I swear to God, she's calling us stupid.
It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Did I have it right? Volition?
I'm gonna say yes, but probably someone's gonna tell me that I'm wrong.
Well, no, it's volition. Fuck it.
Go!
We continue the first chapter in
We're not
silence.
part of the literature club.
We're not.
I was just an English major, it's fine.
Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. God, this is like way too much.
This is like a weird, like, intimate scene, but with a book.
Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
It's called foreshadowing.
Let's just read the damn book!
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
Wow, for somebody who's not really interested in literature,
Right,
you
like,
really grasp characterization pretty
boom!
well.
Bam!
I see.
Oh, it changed. You remained silent for a moment. Oh, shit.
We insulted her.
But, Meep, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her.
Oh, no.
That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Really? You had no idea? You just made this amazing analysis.
She's self-conscious about everything.
Silence. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute.
I sound like, No Face in freaking Spirited Away.
I was like, no, I don't want any gold.
If I, that's how you get ladies, guys and girls. You harder.
Read your damn line. You just keep
You just for your life. Okay. I'm almost out of line.
Go.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone. Oh, I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait out too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri?
You look kind of
Down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight.
Yeah, you are.
Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be a lot more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag.
Monica. By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with?
I can't wait!
Sarah and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems.
I'm glad you're a part of that now.
Cyrus is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. I have to do that fucking wobble to get her name. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Where's our girl Yuri?
Ours is like a crumpled mess, and we drew like random skulls on it.
Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Also, we're trying to woo her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. I mean, we did just spend some time shoulder to shoulder.
Caressing thumbs. It's almost like we're married.
Oh god, go.
Silence.
I know, but you gotta like do the whatever like silent sound. You're no, you're not Sayori, you're Yuri right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
Wait, was that whispered?
That was either whispered or a thought, but usually you don't hear the thoughts in Sims.
Yeah, no, I think that was a whisper.
Whisper.
Keep going.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
Wait, what was her laugh? It was like that.
No.
Oh.
She's... Just...
Or I get so close to the mic.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before.
She likes our writing. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. And now she hates us.
She hates us so much. As fellow artists, we know.
Someone's like, my first time, and you're like, get the fuck out.
Someone shows me their photos. It's actually my first time. And I'm like, get out. Go to hell.
Alright, go.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Oh yeah,
I thought you were an idiot this whole time. Well, I know that.
Uh-oh.
I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Oh, she's pissed. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I'm able to tell.
She's gonna destroy us.
Because we were so good. We're like, it's our first time.
She's like, get ready to get wrecked, son.
She's like, now I have to find a problem.
Must destroy his dreams.
Must find validation.
Go. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my chicken while you do this.
Okay.
It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. As having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Oh god, bullshit. You said exceptional 2 seconds ago. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. This is her chicken, by the way. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for.
Yeah, okay, so
Putting you down a pig, so again, I feel validated in my life. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part.
Oh my god, it's a poem.
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I'm sorry, I'm just being very pretentious.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? I'm sorry.
You sound like you just don't care. You're just like, fuck you. I don't give a shit.
I'm just like eating my chicken. I'm just like, alright, you like try to.
Like, that was your character profile. Like, I imagine you just eating chicken. And fucking like, alright, can I read your poem now?
Right, it's like.
You pretentious dick.
You tried to destroy me, but I don't care. Please do.
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
Alright.
God, Yuri.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her.
I both love her and hate her, but I think it's because I see a lot of me in her.
Oh my god, I'm never sharing a poem with you.
The funny thing is I'm...
Which itself is kind of funny.
Other than photography, I do writing.
After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Okay, I'm gonna read it in your voice. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back.
Flicker.
I flicker back.
I'm flicking?
Okay, apparently I can't write cursive even though I wrote it. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, you do.
I would instantly agree.
Your R's look like M's.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Oh my god, no!
But it took you a long time to read.
Listen here, Missy. Your E's and R's. Well, I just don't read script very often. You know, I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Well, I am trying really hard.
I'm just really pushing it in there. That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Very pretentious. Not at all!
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Either she's talking about like the symbolism, like she dumbed it down, or she really took away the crazy shit.
It was just like...
She was like writing, she's like, as I scoop up his eyeball from his body. Oh, wait, no.
Nope, too much.
Street lamp.
Are you into ghost theory?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Meep.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
It's okay, you're a commoner. Well, I suppose you said... Oh, God. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Hey, I read...
God damn.
You said I took a while to read it.
Holy shit. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experience in their work.
I'm glad we did her first.
I know, she's such a bitch.
She's probably really sweet. We're just giving her a hard time.
No, she's pretentious. I know these people. Again, this was my whole major, full of, like, literature snobs. I know this.
That's why you get to do her voice.
The people who brag just because they know Macbeth.
But how do you get credit for knowing Macbeth?
I mean, we were in a Shakespeare class. That's beside the point.
I know Macbeth. We're in a Shakespeare class.
We went to like a play and they were like, oh, this is so droll. Like, I went to a play where they did it like this and it was so fantastic and forward thinking. I'm like, shut up, it was good. Like, shut up. Just drink your pretentious wine and go. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subjects of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
I didn't even think it was a ghost. I thought she was like literally just flickering.
I took it as she was dealing with the past.
Right?
Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Oh, I'm pretentious too. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
I wish I knew what we wrote. I kind of want...
I know, like, I wish we actually had a thing.
Nah!
Although, if you think about it, the creator of this game would have to write, like, 1,000 poems.
You might just be like, bruh, no.
Like, with the words that you chose. Like, it would be, like, weird stanzas, like, randomly placed. Like, it's like you talk about puppies, and then all of a sudden they're in the grave.
Maybe. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Meep.
Me too. I feel like such an awkward dude. I'm
She was really quick to commit to us.
Damn! Alright, who next?
Well, we have to do
Sorry?
Natsuki.
Natsuki? Oh, so I get to talk?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you a break. Oh, God. I need, like, a picture or something of Lumpy Space Princess.
Here, well, I'll pull it up on my phone.
Stare. Meep, if you're not taking this club seriously, then go home.
Oh, Jesus!
What?
Wait, what?
That's what she said!
What?
She's like, if you're not here, let me pull up the history.
No, I believe you, but dear God.
Yeah, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer! Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put it. Ah! Whoa!
There's your motivation.
No!
Lumpy Space kissing Finn.
No, just give me regular Lumpy Space. I need her sassy trash bag self. I fucking love that so
Oh,
much.
there we go.
Yes. Alright. I just need her right here in the corner so I can stare at her.
Oh my God, it's a GIF.
I almost said GIF and I'm like, Nina, that's wrong.
Oh no.
Oh no. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? Oh God, I can't unsee it. If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry.
Dude, we put her in her place.
Damn, we do not care.
Just.
You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Oh God, I should read this in her voice?
Yes. I love how the music changes.
Do 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 do.
It's so cute.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, critters can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, oh my God, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. It's so depressing.
No, it's so good though. Like, it's actually better than yours.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make you message any less valid. Yes, exactly.
I love it how you didn't say yes, you were like, yes.
I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it for rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
Okay, so I totally thought I related and I kind of liked Yuri, but I like her so much more.
That's what I was like, can we do her last?
Yes, best for last.
Best for last, alright. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away
Does she
from her.
have one tooth?
No, that's the anime.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who next?
Sierra, or let's do Monica last.
Okay. Oh, that was a good one.
It's a good poem, Meep.
Guess is a good poem.
Oh yeah, because we did some words for her.
Yeah, we did a couple.
Yeah. So.
Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy?
Just imagine you like looking up to the side. I know, but it's not that good. Your hair flips a little bit.
Hold on. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
By the way, she like flipped her face about 5 other times.
I
Come
guess
on.
you're right.
I can't do it now that I keep hearing your I've lost my
But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest,
Mike towards you.
I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one.
Are you okay?
I'm just so happy. He did it. He cares. It just reminds me how you're really part of the club now. You won't be alone.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Meep. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know, I don't know why I turned into Mickey Mouse.
I gotta pee.
Trying new things like this for other people is something that only a really good people would do. I don't know why I say people when I'm just referring to you.
Thanks, Sari. I'm not sure if Sari sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? I promise. That will maybe my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yeah!
Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
While you read it, I'm gonna pee. we'll see about that. Alright, take your time reading.
Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Sorry, I burped. I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I had eggs and toast.
Sorry! This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
Watch me, bitch.
How could you?
I'll cut you. Oh crap, I missed the line.
Wait, go to history.
Where is history? Oh, I see it. Okay. I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. I'm trying to grab a snack.
Don't be mean.
You don't know what to do, woman.
I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast!
Oh, I totally guessed that. I think I said, like, right after I read it, because there was some time to fill before you got back, I was like,
I had eggs and toast.
and then, boom!
Oh my god.
I'm amazing.
I have to go back and watch it. I gotta hear you read the poem. Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That's not an eh, it's a
I can't open
That was not your line. This was so much fun.
I wasn't saying. I was saying I can't open this.
Monica.
It's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget.
I just had a horrible thought.
And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Do you want to know my horrible thought?
Always.
So you know how we keep making these sound effects? Like, oh yeah?
Yeah.
What if someone types like just the sound bite and puts it over a porno?
Well, I keep thinking every time I go, like someone's gonna like replace race car noises with.
I can't open this.
By the way, for the people who know me and are thinking about doing that, please do it. Link me below.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it.
Got some gummy bears?
Yeah, go grab yourself a pack.
Hi, me. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
I've adopted a British accent for some reason. Good, I'm glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better,
Let's bang.
I'm always listening. That's till later. There's a closet in the back that has a chair. Why does the closet have a chair?
So you can get stuff off the top shelf. All right, Mr. Tolson.
That's where the bad people sit. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, I want to share your poem. Want to share? I'm sorry. I just was so distracted by things we could do with the club. I misspoke.
You were so.
But do you want to share your poem
You
with
were
me?
so ready to be pretentious. You're like, give me your poem. We're like, oh wait, sorry. You want to share it? I gotta ask. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Sir, oh, I'm sorry. Those vents again. They're just
Haha!
through the legs. So invigorating. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Okay, real quick.
Yes.
Has this club like not been together for like a year or two?
Yeah, like they haven't. This is new. They should have shared poems by this point.
No, but like Natsuki mentioned that I didn't want to join this year or last year. So it's like you guys have been a club for a while. Because remember I mentioned we used to walk home with Sayori, but then she joined this club. So it's like, how are you all so awkward with each other still? Is it really just like, oh, we just read books all day in the room?
I think that's it. It's like they just, like, they sort of read, like, Yuri just probably doesn't do anything. Like, she just reads a book. And then Mitsuki is just like, I'm so tired of everyone.
Was that your lovely space prince?
That was my lovely space princess.
Okay. Alright, yeah, that's true. I had
Monica.
my poem. I'm gonna just fucking let you say it.
Great job, Meep. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it.
Or ooh.
Ooh or oh. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep?
Because I'm trying to woo Yuri.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Oh my god. Oh my god, my guy. I need to hug him. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Wow, that guy spoke the truth, though.
Yeah, I did.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it did work. I guess it worked anyway.
So pretentious you can't even read your
I
lines.
know, I'm sorry. It's these vents. They just keep blowing up my legs. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. To the point where it actually doesn't have any meaning. You're just trying... Sorry. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple, direct words to describe the happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. But she doesn't. Both allowing people to get something out of just by feeling, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
You're a horrible president. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find out the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I will always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write a way everyone else wants you to write.
Would you say away?
I said yourself to write the way.
There you go.
I think it's all recorded, so everyone will know. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Yes, I do. Ha
We're just getting to each other's places.
Okay, go.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. I'm the president, after all. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
God, she's the most grounded. Like,
Out of everyone?
yeah. Which means the most fucked up shit's gonna happen.
Alright, let me read this, but like just normal.
No, I have to do my voice. Hole in the wall.
In wall.
Hole in wall. There was like a little erasing real quick. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched from the permanent copy of a meaningless image. With a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. Scroll down. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in.
I feel like she has a bad home life.
Or in domestic abuse.
That's why I said bad home life.
Well, it could be her boyfriend.
Go.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Ah. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I've had some kind of epiphany lately. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
Sorry, I hiccuped right as I said that.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. Because it's kind of coming on so strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, we've only known each other for a few years now, so
Yeah.
we still have a long way to go. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink.
Big dark.
Big, massive black ink everywhere. Everywhere! So just move your hand and go with the flow. And that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Hey, fun fact, Speakeasy, the mobile bar, commented on my thing and said stay warm.
Oh,
That's nice of them. I don't know them, but that's nice of them. Pew! I guess...
I think that's phew.
Pew! Pew! Pew pew! That's how my guy sighs. Pew! Pew! No, that sounds like he's French. Never mind. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. My freaking jacket. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting. What? I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. That was across the room. Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Happily chatting. Happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? I can't whisper LLSP. What's with this language? You're not a whisper.
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that.
Oh, I'm doing too much
What?
Monica right now.
I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Meep did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet.
drop the mic.
I just feel like she looks at her, like she's kind of like looking up to the side, and then at that line she's like, I just haven't yet, and just looks down at her, and she's like, peasants.
And Meep liked my poem too, you know. Obviously I'm his favorite. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Sorry, evil British guy is the hardest boss to beat. The only way he's using the escape rope. What?
What?
What? What escape rope? Don't you spoil us, evil British guy. Don't
Is
you
this, is this like Pokemon where we get lost in the cave?
Oh my god. What did you say earlier?
What?
No, I'm saying like, what were you saying earlier about the evil? Whatever. You're your line.
Oh, he even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Meep appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Oh shit, we got... Oh, we got maybe a cat fight happening. Uh-oh. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Oh god, they're about to fight.
In the background you hear,
It's not bad. Something focus different people. You don't remember, do you? Oh my god!
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
oh! In the background you hear, oh! You said you have no nipples.
Just in the background. Sick burn, bro!
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? Oh god, that went too high. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Meep started showing up.
Oh my god!
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little...
Oh, we gotta say the same time. This doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Meep. She's trying to make me look bad.
Oh god. That's not true.
Oh wow.
She started it.
We have to choose sides right away.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning, the meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Meep.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language.
I'm through.
It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste.
Oh god.
I'm scared. This music.
You understand that, right, me?
Wow. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about
Oh
writing.
shit, it's Miranda and Jax all over again. From Mass Effect.
Oh.
Have you not played that part?
I don't care for her. I was all about Jack. I told you, I did not like
I know,
Miranda.
but this is like a very similar like conversation, except for we're siding with Miranda.
But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Ooh! We want Yuri. We're going for Yuri, right?
Yes. No help from Sayori. We You have to decide.
We're gonna save. We're gonna save. We're gonna save. We're gonna save.
Wait, go back to the.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. No. With the save?
Yeah.
Aw, don't you remember when everything was innocent and we were just reading a book together?
So of course that's gonna be. I'm so bad, Natsuki. I'm sorry.
I know. I kind of like you now.
I know. Forgive me. Wait.
Wait, what?
No, I said Yuri. Oh God, Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. Sorry. Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. I'm sorry. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. I'm gonna cry. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Oh God.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, where are you going? Go. So my co-host just left because he has to go pee. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? This is so weird doing it by myself. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
This is what we get for doing it live! We're doing it live! Haven't drink a half bottle of wine to get ready for the stream. I'm a professional.
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri, apologize. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. I'm sorry, baby girl. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head.
And
Take a walk and erase my memories.
sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna go do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Oh, I liked your poem.
It was cute. Oh shit, don't say cute.
Next, honestly, I did really like Monika's poem.
Yeah?
Sierra's was interesting. Actually, the one I liked the least was probably Yuri's.
So...
Well, the thing is it was using a very interesting concept, but, doing it in a way where it was, for lack of a better word, pretentious. It was, trying too hard to be out there.
Well, apparently she said she dumbed it down for us. Which makes me think, how do you really write?
And as I scoop his eyeball out like a solid grape.
I then chain him into my basement. Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent seat. Everything all right?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, I'm trying to get into your pants. No! Yuri! How could anyone...
Speak passionately.
How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Meep. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now.
It's nothing.
one more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about my boobs. About, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So,
What thing did Natsuki say? That's right, girl.
fuck. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea.
There you go. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like that was him, like, it wasn't like, make sure to make one for more than one person. It was like, make sure to make one for more than one person.
I guess.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems?
But I'm glad we picked Yuri first because I love Natsuki.
I know. Is Natsuki last?
Yeah, Natsuki's last.
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
And Meep, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome.
She seems too pretentious to say awesome.
I know, like, that was really... It felt weird saying that. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Meep? Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
Oh, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. They're just very horny. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I want to bone them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all.
At the same time,
I-
while they fight.
That's a lot of effort, dude. I can see why they make good friends with you.
You know, Meep, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Kazu. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but not when you want to put your dick in them. Does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. There. I'd said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Oh my god.
Oh, we have to write another poem. Oh.
No.
Shit. Save. Yeah, save.
Save.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm pulling up Lumpy Space for you again. Okay. So.
Shit, there's multiple? Wait, I just noticed. How do we impress Monica?
Monica. Oh shit. I have no idea.
I guess we'll learn, because like we only see those three.
Okay, so
I'm gonna put first round. I'm just gonna do different sheets of paper so we fucking know. Second. Because I like learning by myself. I like this. I don't want to use the internet and cheat. I want to learn all by myself. Makes it more real.
yeah, this. Although in this section, I think horror will be our best bet.
Well, she was very like deep and everything. I mean, we can reference the first.
Well, okay, so remember, basic, like, straight up emotions was more in, Sayori.
Yeah, horror was Yuri.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's go with, when we actually had melancholy last time, didn't we? Yeah. So either horror or melancholy, I would say, are good ones.
Well, you pick, alright. That way
Okay.
I can reference the sheet. Why are you looking up Lumpy Space? Princess. Oh, so I can like have like a better idea of her and stuff?
I'm actually downloading more pictures to print later.
Are you just gonna put them up on my
Oh,
wall?
I'm gonna put them everywhere.
Okay.
There's gonna be there might be a lumpy space princess under your toilet.
What?
You'll know. Okay, I'm gonna say melancholy,
Okay.
because we use both, technically.
Yeah.
But all the other ones are like
They're very happy.
more straight emotions.
Yeah.
Like, we have to think very outside of the box for this.
Well, I mean, okay, so melancholy is one melancholy. Let me see. Inside dance. What did we use before? Did we use broken before? Fester?
I don't remember.
I'm
I
looking.
think broken was like the Sayori, though.
No, because like I'm looking and I'm not. I know that. Yeah, it's not insight.
I feel like insight would be a good one. Okay, because look, insight would be a more abstract thing, right?
Because Yuri did like intellectual last time.
Yes. Roll me an insight check.
What? Yay!
Okay.
Insight! Okay, play. Oh, intellectual. That's what we had before.
Did that work?
Yeah, remember it was number 4 for the first one.
So are we just gonna change the, like, choose the same words?
Hey, if it works.
Watch, our poem is just the same.
Right? She's like, I see you did not take my advice. Vivid, disarray, cage, agonizing horror, fester, climax.
Effulgent?
Flugent? Wait, was Vivacious one? No, Vivid was one though.
I'm doing it.
Ah! How do you spell flugent? What? Flugent. Okay. Uncanny.
It is EFF
Oh, whatever. So,
ULGENT.
would this be disoriented or philosophy? Because she was all like deep thinking.
Did disoriented work last time?
We had disarray.
I would say disoriented.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of more. It's not really an emotion. It's more of a state of mind.
But, so what, philosophy then?
Okay, disoriented work.
Look at that. We're fucking nailing this shit on the head.
It's like when people, say with like on tests
Disarray.
or
Disarray.
Inferno.
Disarray we used before. I know that works.
or Inferno.
I
feel like she'd be a Dante's Inferno person.
Oh yeah, she's all about horror and shit.
Oh shit.
It's like, click on it.
Okay, cool.
Alright, Inferno works. Dude, do you think we might, because we fucking had her yell at us, that we might actually get 20 for 20?
Oh shit. What happens if we get 20 for 20? Okay. I'm very excited. Okay, so we really have to think about this.
Ooh, Misfortune, was that one? No.
No, I felt like that was.
That's too close to Sayori, I think, because Sayori was all about, like, death.
No,
and
I feel like
tragedy.
that wasn't. Well, didn't we do Misfortune?
No. We did Melancholy, Fester,
Um,
Climax. Because Tears, Fear, Alone, Empty, Death, and Tragedy was Sayori.
How about Agonizing?
Yes, Agonizing was her.
Nice.
Agonizing, let me write this down so we're finding out words.
I think Variance was one. Wasn't it? I remember seeing it last time.
We got Vivid on her. Agonizing Cage, Disarray, Incapable, Melancholy, Frightening, Graveyard, Fester, Climax, Horror. Yeah, we didn't get many words for her. What is Variance? No, isn't that like difference? I don't know, F it. Girl, get a variance.
Wow. Oh god, there's still
Ooh,
11 more.
not sadness, because that's an emotion.
No, sadness is an emotion. Despise? Because that's more of a state of mind. Again, this is like more of a state of mind than an emotion.
Well, definitely not cry, because that's more Sayori, I feel like, because she's all depressed and shit.
Yeah, the rest, I'm gonna have to go with despise, because sadness is too much of an emotion.
Yeah, despise. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh god.
We're doing good, we're doing good, we're doing good.
I know, but I'm just waiting for... Okay.
Climax. We did climax before with her. Yeah, I know my baby girl. What?
Just that whole statement all together.
It's not death. Death is Sayori. I know that. So would it be shame or grief?
Okay.
No, Vivid, because we did Vivid before.
We did Vivid before?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
number 9.
Then yes.
Frightening.
Frightening was one, wasn't it?
Frightening was one. It was right before the graveyard and the last one. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm writing this down.
Okay,
and if we mess up, we know their words for others.
I feel like existence. I'm like thinking, what is the most ambiguous concepts?
Existence or eternity?
Honestly, it could be both.
Shit. I'm not seeing anything for either, so yeah, I guess.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by this one.
Yeah! Existence! Oh my god, we might get 20 for 20.
Boop.
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 Boop. Incongruent. Or is it meager?
Incongruent.
Incongruent, or is it meager?
Incongruent. That's the word.
Or did you want to contaminate?
Incongruent's kind of like it goes along with variance, so it would.
Well, did you want contamination? Because I know last time you were talking about it.
Contamination?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of fits the horror genre.
Yeah, because I know last time you mentioned it. Yeah, contamination. Sweet, we're learning their fucking words. Okay, not any of the emotions.
Okay, not depression. Definitely not sunset. Analysis?
Yeah, because remember she's like, I love to analyze.
Or entropy.
Ooh, wait. Ooh.
That's kind of that feels like a word.
Let me see the list. Disarray, incapable, vivid. We did not get many words for it.
Okay, entropy definitely has to be one.
Oh yeah, right? Well.
Because either that or massacre.
Really?
Because I remember Scars was not her.
Yeah, no, Scars wasn't her. I think that was more Sayori.
Which is fair. Let's I want to go with entropy.
Okay. Yeah. Entropy. I'm writing this all effing down.
Huh? But that feels like too much of an emotion.
Not misery. I know.
But it's also kind of like more well, the anger is never been okay.
It's not empty. I know that because that was for Sayori.
Is it misery? No, wait. Didn't we try misery? That didn't work.
I don't see it written on here. I see tears, fear, alone, empty, death, and tragedy for Sayori because we noticed her jumping.
Heaven sent?
Maybe?
I feel like that would be a weird kind of like change for her.
Captain?
Because again, if we're okay, so Inferno was one, and I'm thinking more Dante's Inferno.
Okay. Like good and bad. Oh, sweet baby.
Ooh, someone likes duality.
Heaven. Okay, so duality and horse. All right. Cage. Cage was one for.
Cage.
Cage was one for last time.
That's what she's into. It's always the quiet ones.
Just Cage. All right. Graveyard.
Ambient.
Graveyard was one.
Okay. Wait, but I think Ambient's one though. Should we try a new one?
Just so we like know.
Yeah. Because Ambient is one of those like. It's kind of like a.
It's an ambient. It sets the mood.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I was like, ambient. All right, what do we got? Nimble. Animate.
Was Vertigo one?
I feel like we used it, but at the same time, I don't see it that I wrote it.
Because pain is too obvious.
Yeah, because we didn't notice when we first started 1 and 2. We didn't notice the hopping.
Yes.
Vertigo. Why is that a thing? All right.
Because it's again disorienting. Like we have to think of like.
Incapable's one. I know that from the last list. Not. Yeah. Dude, 20 for 20. Saving! Okay, so... Oh, this is gonna be hard. I need my pen real quick so I can write something real quick.
Okay.
So, for freaking page 1, the first box is before the first poem. And then, obviously, fucking box number 4 is when we had to choose between Yuri and Natsuki.
Then box number 5 is right before
5 is
The poem. We wrote a poem.
Is the second poem.
And then box number 6 is about to read the poems.
Yeah. Okay. That way, well, I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, I know. This is like a great stopping point. Yeah, it's like, it's fucking 8 o'clock, babies are gonna go to sleep, we can't be screaming.
Yeah. Plus, I think this is kind of like a good area where, because it's like where we stopped last time.
Yeah, well, we stopped it right at the end of the first poem, yeah. So, we learned some more words, which is great. We learned that we don't like Yuri, but we're gonna go with her first.
Because we're ready for crazy shit.
I feel so bad for Natsuki. It hurt me turning against her.
Like, okay, so the weird thing is every time I see thumbnails for videos and like weird conspiracy theories about this, I always see things.
Uh-oh. Is this part of it?
I don't know.
Like, I feel like it is, because it does some weird stuff. It's asking if I'm sure I want to quit. I'm like, yeah, I do. But
Okay.
it's like saying that it stopped working. Whatever.
So
yeah, we're gonna... Do you want to... Oh, my...
this is Meep and the Sevi-kin.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we're a radio show now. Signing off.